Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today I thought I would do two reviews in one video. The reason being, I test a lot of fragrances and I write a lot of notes down and my thoughts on them. And a lot of the time I don't bother making videos on them because there's not that much to say. I feel like I can do the review in like 2 minutes and it's just a short video. So, and if it's not like a wow fragrance, then I usually just don't bother and put them aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to group familiar fragrances that have a similar kind of vibe to each other, pair them together in the same video, and do a couple in the same. So this is going to be covering two fresh, clean summer fragrances in the same video. The first one is by the different company called Limon de Cordoza. So despite the name Limon, it doesn't contain any lemon. It actually uses mandarin and bitter orange, and it's mixed with white neroli. It's really nice and juicy in the opening, and it does actually give the impression of lemon. It gives an illusion of lemony, fresh, citrusy, juicy, refreshing. It kind of reminds you maybe of like a freshly made mojito. There's also mint in there, which gives it that mojito vibe, and a little bit of a green element with the citrus. But I find after only 10 minutes or so, the citrus is toning really down a lot, and you kind of get this very creamy, soft, neroli-like note that's very super clean, and just a hint of a green mintiness still there, but a very soft, clean neroli that smells soapy and clean and just like straight out of the shower, kind of fresh. In the dry down there is meant to be notes of patchouli, vetiver, gaiac wood. They really don't come out. They must be used in really small amounts, very evenly. None of those jump out on my skin at all. It literally smells, as it dries down, just of this creamy kind of wood. Very creamy, very smooth, very clean, and it fades out to that, and that's the best description I can give. It's not hugely interesting in the dry down, but the opening, great. Love the opening, smells fantastic. Dry down, a little bit boring, just kind of this creamy kind of wood smell. Not unpleasant, smells completely fine, smells very clean, very likable, but just not that interesting. Performance, so-so. On my skin, really, I'm looking at 3 to 4 hours in longevity with a very soft projection. Didn't really work on my skin personally. Obviously, taking skin chemistry into consideration, it's weird how different people's skins have different reactions, and some people might get, you know, a full day's wearing out of that and get 8-9 hours. All I can tell you is my own personal experience. It's short-lived on me. Like the opening, it loses interest for me in the dry down. Moving on to Atelier Cologne. This is Clementine, California. This one, like the previous, love the opening, top-notch opening. Atelier Cologne does some of the best citrus notes. This has an amazing clementine note, like the name would suggest. It's juicy, it's obviously, you know, orangey, sparkly. It smells like summer, very refreshing, very pure. There is just tiny hints of spices. There's pepper and star anise in here, and it does have a little bit of a spicy edge in the opening, very mellow though. And there's also green notes of basil and juniper in here, and you do get a hint of green in the opening, and it's a fantastic opening. Really nice. I like this one. Really good. If the opening lasted a few hours on me, I would definitely buy a bottle of it. I really like it. Opening, top notch. So it's all about this juicy, refreshing, lifelike clementine, mandarin kind of orange notes, hints of green from juniper, basil, and just hints of a tiny little bit of spice. The spice part is very mellow though. Again, like the previous, 10 minutes later, it gets boring for me. It just totally loses my interest. It turns into smelling like, I can't decide whether I think it's creamy like a body lotion or like shampoo. It kind of reminds me of both at the same time. It reminds me of smelling herbal essence shampoo, and it reminds me of a creamy body lotion. Kind of combine those. Herbal essence shampoo does have kind of a creamy kind of texture to it, or one of those more, you know, kind of creamy shampoos. I don't know, it reminds me of shampoo and body lotion at the same time, but that's not something that I'm particularly attracted to smelling like. If you just want to smell clean out of the shower and fresh, perfect choice, fantastic opening, and then after 10 minutes you're going to just smell like you literally just stepped out of the shower and you know you've washed your hair nicely. That's what it smells like, but for me that completely loses my interest. I'm not bothered about walking around smelling like shampoo. That's what it gives to me. In terms of performance, not bad. In terms of longevity, I get around 6 hours with this, which is pretty good for an Atelier Cologne, but the projection is pretty close. But yeah, very, very nice opening. Both of these have great openings, and like, wow, this is going to be great for summer. Both of them 10 minutes later just completely lose my interest and get a bit boring and bland. Obviously that's my personal opinion. You might love the dry downs and you might own 4 bottles of these. All I can kind of say is my own personal experience, my own feelings. Yeah, they lose me in the dry down. I would like to buy a bottle of that if that opening carried on for a while and had more of an interesting base. I think it's a really good summer opening. So I've covered 2 summer fragrances in one video. If you kind of like this format where I kind of push a couple together that have a similar kind of vibe, let me know and I'll do more of those. I just think it makes more sense when I can describe them fairly quickly. It gives you a bit more content in a video instead of just watching a 2-minute video of me saying it smells like shampoo and then saying goodbye. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any summer favourites that I might not have tried, let me know, and I'll see you again next time. Take care everybody. Bye bye.